drama, theater through the ages.
About the author, Rustica C. Carpio. Rustica C. Carpio distinguished herself as an academician, performing artist in stage, film, television, writer, and translator. She is a respected authority in drama and theater. An alumna of the former Philippine College of Commerce, where she finished Associate in Commercial Science with honor. She holds an AB major in English, magna cum laude from Manuel L. Quezon University, MA in Education, major in Speech Education from New York University, USA as Fulbright grantee and International House Scholar and a Doctor Major in Literature Meritissimos from the University of San Tomas. She was a UNESCO Fellow in Dramatic Arts at the National School of Drama and Asian Theatre Institute in Asia. So, in year 1983, she was a leader, director, and principal actress in Sinisilanganan Drama Group Performance Tour of the People's Republic of China. And in 1984, she was in Russia for work experience in theater. At present, Dr. Carpio has been lecturer at PUP, UST, and FEU. She was consultant in arts and culture at PUP and is executive director of the President's Committee on Culture at FEU. As one of America's new songwriters, her poems have been set to music and are being recorded in many languages.
The lives of the people can be mirrored through drama. This is the main plot of Rustica C. Carpio's Theater Through the Ages. It can be told through the different portrayal of the people in the theater, the story behind every man's endeavors, struggles, even his thoughts, beliefs, and emotions can be seen through drama. Drama evolves its genre from time to time. It started from the Stone Age up to the present and from one country to the other. It started way back in different foreign countries, but it finds its way to the Philippines. The Filipinos have its own touch of drama, which is related to the pagan practices in which gods and goddesses and nature was the center of portrayal of every drama. But this genre changed in the coming of the Spaniards. The religious touch, particularly Christianity, was the main plot of the drama, of the Filipino drama, bearing the influence of the Spaniards. Even though Spaniards influenced the genre of drama in the Philippines, there were still old practices that can be seen in some parts of the drama portrayed in theaters. The different genre of drama was practiced through the ages. In the Stone Age, human was sacrificed in a drama, while in the medieval times, the creation up to the judgment was reenacted. It evolved from time to time as civilization occurred. Although there were few practices in the past that were carried up to the present, the sacrificing of life in dramas were excluded. In the Philippines, we had our own sets of dramas. These are Moro-Moro, that dramatized events that are regarding to Islam and Christianity, Sinakulo, that played a verse about the life and suffering of Jesus, and the Zarzuela, that was innovative in giving a dramatic function to the musical numbers which were integrated into the argument of the work. These dramas portrayed a lot about life and human actions, especially the people in the Philippines. Drama in this time focuses on the current events and historical events that have a big part in the lives of the people, but still with a touch of religion. The Moro-Moro, Sinakulo, and Zarzuela were still alive and being played in theaters. These dramas survived through the ages merely because the people were still attached to religion and tradition that were portrayed by these dramas. That's all for our report. Good day, sir. Today I'm going to report my poem in Afro-Asian literature. My husband's song is Bitter by Okot Pibite. Uganda was under the protectorate of the British Empire at the time of Okot Pibite. In this particular situation, we can tell that the ways of some people might be influenced by those foreigners. This was an empire that was controlling and oppressing the people's choice, rights, beliefs, and culture. This poem was a mirror of the situation they had and how these foreign people influenced the behaviors of the people in Uganda. Most part of the poem described the situation of a woman with his husband's attitude, who was very discriminating and maltreating her along with her family. This guy looked down their ways and culture. This particular situation mirrors the ways of life they had during the British Protectorate, as these foreigners imposed several laws and showed how mighty and influenced men can control everything. The husband's attitude symbolizes the influence of the foreign people, particularly the British. We might not understand their ways of handling their lives, but we should still show the utmost respect for our diversity, but not to the point of adapting to what they have shown. We have our own unique culture, and we should fight and stick to it instead of despising it and replacing it with the influence brought by the foreign people. This poem